Stupid games have real consequences, do they?
Finally coming down on these anti-ICE activists.
Also, guys, I keep hearing this shit, like, oh, they're finally gonna like get these people. Like, nothing ever happens. Like, I'll believe it when I see it.
But are
And maybe
they
I'll
really
see it in
doing
this
enough?
video.
As Katie Davis Court shows us in Portland, Oregon, local law enforcement
Decoy is based. I love Decoy Voice videos. They're so good.
has been powerless to stop them.
That's sad, man. The cops just running away.
And that's not the only instance.
And then they're shouting like power to the people like while they're doing it. It's dude.
As Brandy Cruz shows us the same.
Kidnapper! Kidnapper! Your boss is all of you touch women like
Where previously, Portland law enforcement hid from their tactical line dancing. So President Donald Trump decided to finally deploy the National Guard, to which their soft on crime mayor is now tough on the military.
The number of necessary troops is 0.
I was about to say that they should just say like, okay, fine, and then just never ever help them. But the problem is that's kind of what they want in terms with like for ICE specifically. That's what they want.
In Portland and any other American city.
Where his police chief seems even worse.
The fact of the matter is, and it's been highlighted so many times so well, but I just want to emphasize, this is one city block. City of Portland's about 145 square miles.
Okay.
This is one city block. But these, 30-second...
It doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't matter. That's like if you have like one murder and then you don't investigate it and you're like, well, it's just one murder. There's a lot of people living here. Why would we investigate? It's just one murder. It's just so stupid.
20-second, 15-second clips that are brought in from months ago or maybe even years ago. We've seen...
As yes, some of these clips are from months ago, but a lot of this is from this week, where we covered this exact protest 3 months ago, but even after all the arrests, seemingly nothing has changed. So deploying the military is entirely necessary, since they can't seem to end this themselves. And when the police chief wants to argue it's only a small part of the city that is controlled by the mob, just proves this isn't something.
Guys, I got a solution. I got a solution.
State and Lake, the National Guard has escalated their response tonight. Moments ago, the first mobile suit Gundam was deployed to contain the riots spreading through downtown Chicago.
Copy, Bulldog Actual. Mobile unit on site. Crowd is pushing north.
The armored giant is using non-lethal pulse rounds and a riot.
Something they can't solve. It's just that in Portland, you're allowed to do this as long as it's only around the federal ICE facility. So now Portland residents are panicked as they see tanks rolling around Burger King. Never mind the fact that the military hasn't even been deployed yet, or the fact that this is just a defunct tank from a World War II museum. Why deal with facts when you can just get panicked about Trump? Not to say the feds haven't started making arrests. As when straight journalist Nick Shirley was getting chased off,
This clip was crazy with the
someone
laser.
stepped in.
Don't try to hit me. Well, I have
Get out of here. Don't come back.
Get away
If I
from
see
me.
you again,
Get away from me, sir. I have the right to be here. I have the right to film. You have DHS watching you right there, lasered on you. You have a sniper lasered on you right now. Stop it.
stop
You-
sticking your camera in people's face.
Well, what do you think they were doing? You think they were just pointing like a laser pointer at them? I mean, surely that's not like an actual sniper. Like, that can't be real. Like, I don't think it's actually like it was. I don't know.
I didn't do anything wrong. You have a sniper on you right now.
Now, I do appreciate the show of force, using the laser to clearly communicate, stop, or you will be forcibly stopped. I just don't really believe they'd actually open fire to save Shirley. Just look at what happened to Katie Davis Court getting smacked in the face with a flag used like a bat, even though she successfully hailed down the police.
The police guy following, so we're gonna see if anything happens.
God, the police are.
Yes, Jan Sport backpack. That one.
Do not touch me.
Her.
Do not touch me. No, I'm not. I am not. I just said that you are. I'm underage. Do not touch her. Do not touch her. Do not touch her.
God, the police are so cocked. This is embarrassing. This is fucking embarrassing. Holy crap, that's embarrassing.
And after that pathetic attempt at an arrest, her attacker found protection from what looks like the default skins from Fortnite. As Katie suffered a pretty bad black eye that I probably can't even show on air. But the mayor thinks this is fine. The police chief is willing to
That's unreal that you get assaulted by someone, you tell the cop, and they just go, I can't do anything about it. Dude, that's pathetic. Dude, can you imagine, I feel mad for these people that live in these places because that's your tax dollars. You know what I mean? Like, you pay money to the police. The government's entire purpose, the only reason you pay them money is to make sure shit like this doesn't happen, and they fucking scam you, right? They take so much of your money in taxes, and they don't even give you the services that, like, you even pay the taxes in for. This is freaking ridiculous.
Sacrifice your eye
Your
as
freaking
long as it
mall
happens
cops
on
put in
just
more effort.
one block
True.
on behalf of the movement the mayor supports. I just wonder if even the military can save a place like Deep Blue Portland. As over in Chicago, Brendan Gutenschwager shows us they had the same issue with activists surrounding ICE vehicles.
Like, I don't want to hear shit from people saying like, oh, why do you need to like carry a gun when there's police? I never fucking want to hear it ever again from these people.
And recently, mass amounts of Border Patrol agents have been deployed to the city.
Did you used to be a mall
the
cop?
citizens
No.
are happy to see them.
No, I wasn't. I wasn't a mall cop, no.
But sometimes seemed ineffective.
What's that?
I was security. I used to work security, but not in a mall.
And of course, it's difficult to catch up to a guy on a bike while wearing 30 pounds.
Have you guys ever seen, like, there was like a video recently of this guy recording like two police officers, like two women police officers trying to subdue one man? Man, that video is crazy. Holy crap, man.
Pounds of equipment, but I believe with all the resources at their disposal, if they really wanted to catch them, they could have. But they seem preoccupied with other operations in the city.
And that helicopter has just inserted snipers for the protection.
I honestly, so here's my take on it. I actually have no problems with there being a woman cop. I just think she needs to basically fulfill the same requirements as a man cop. They need to have like the same standard. If a woman cop can handle it and actually can like meet the criteria that men meet, then I'm fine with it.
Of all these federal agents you can see entering the building, what they are after, 6 particular individuals associated with Tren de Aragua. It's really an unprecedented show of federal force. Almost 300 agents coming to get control of this building and the people inside.
They detained about 24 people, searching only apartments where no rent was being paid.
Which is a big win. So of course CNN, MSNBC, and all the other left-wing national outlets basically ignored it, as they actually think just because a criminal organization from Venezuela controls one measly block of an American city doesn't mean Trump gets to deploy the military. But this is what it really comes down to. We have a major safety issue in these sanctuary cities. Democrat politicians knew they were just one step away from granting mass amnesty to millions of new blue voters, so they gotta make up the most insane backwards logic to protect them. As they know, getting their voter base emotional throws out all their logic.
ICE is disappearing people! 1,200 to
I think I literally did an AI of this earlier. Just like how they fucking just scream. They just scream loudly. Like shrieking harpies.
guard! Just guard! I held a 5-year-old girl with autism outside her home!
Holy fuck, calm down, bro.
Her father out! He used her! A child! Family is screaming, crying, begging! Give us back our daughter! These are
As he's referencing this fake story the Democrats pushed, that NBC News later retracted as ICE didn't use the kid to catch the father fled law enforcement while abandoning his own daughter.
Oh yeah, I remember
needed to be
that.
saved by ICE. But don't let inconvenient things like information stop you from sobbing on your selfie cam, crying about an incident that never even happened. We saw the same exact thing last school year of some guy crying about,
dude, the clout chasing is so real.
ICE raiding an elementary school graduation.
Parents had to run out because they don't have papers, and they had to leave their kids because the kids do. And then kids are freaking grabbing teachers and
I got a solution. I got a really good solution for this. You guys ready? You guys ready for it? The kids shouldn't have papers either. It's that easy. It's that easy, and then you have no problem because then the kids have to leave with the parents. They can be deported together.
crying on their leg because they don't know if they're about to see their parents when they get home.
It was a quickly and easily debunked story, but why change their strategy when it obviously works? As this goes all the way back to the BLM riots. Hands up, don't shoot.
Yeah, well, the thing is the birthright citizenship is very obviously an exploit. It's very obviously an exploit, and like everybody knows it. People pretend like it's not, but like it's very obviously an exploit. It was very obviously not intended.
An EMT just...
Why children have citizenship, even though the law does, it's because they're basically claiming that there is a birthright citizenship, but it's actually not real. We should watch a video on it sometime, like the whole birthright citizenship, like where it came from, and it's all bullshit, basically.
Sleeping in her bed, or the innocent guy just trying to stop.
It was for slaves, yeah, but yeah, exactly. It was never intended. Like there's no evidence at all of it being intended for illegal people. Like it just doesn't make any sense.
A fight. All of these were completely misrepresented by the press, but when the evidence finally surfaced, the narrative was already cemented in their emotional heads. So as these deep blue cities do nothing to protect the citizens, they desperately...
I mean, wasn't there news on this recently? Like, wasn't Trump like removing that part or trying to? Yep, one day ago, birthright citizenship fights heads back to the Supreme Court. Apparently, it makes... Okay, I'm gonna tell you guys a little story. All right. So sorry, I'm thinking. So like, you know how my grandma moved back to Japan, right? And the house that my grandma had, basically she sold it, right? And we found out later from the neighbors that basically my grandma's old house was like converted into like basically a mini hotel for people that like are illegal to like to come here on a tourist visa and shack up in that house and have their kids there, so that their kids could have birthright citizenship. Yeah, there's like an entire industry of like, there's an entire like underground industry of people basically creating like birthing places, basically, where you come here on vacation specifically to have your kid so that your kid has dual citizenship. Yep. So it's very obviously an exploit, right? Like, I mean, it's so clearly an exploit, and like they need to fix it. Because it's stupid. Everyone knows it's stupid. Everyone knows it's stupid, and the people who say that oh, this is like perfectly like the intended function of it are just lying. They're just fucking lying. Don't let them lie to your face. You know, I know, everybody knows that this is an exploit, and they're just fucking lying. Basically, I'm so tired of it.
Need the military to come in and save them. And if their only argument against it is multiple made-up stories only made to emotionally manipulate, that just tells you they're losing, and they know it.
Basically, from what I know, this is like based on like a video I was kind of watching while I was eating dinner. Basically, you know how like America was like expanding, right? Because like there was a lot of like territory like that was like kind of, there's a lot of areas that were unpopulated in America, right? This is before, like, you know, there were big cities everywhere, right? Basically, people turned a blind eye to the birthright citizenship thing. So the birthright citizenship was clearly being abused, clearly out of context, but people turned a blind eye to it because they needed people to like settle areas, basically. Yeah, that's the only reason. But it was never intended for that. It was more of a, you know what? We're just gonna like pretend like we can't see it.
So if you appreciate my concise, lighthearted commentary on the tragic status that is today's reality, subscribe to Decoy Voice.
I think if your parents are Japanese citizen, you're a Japanese citizen. But if your parents aren't citizens, you can't. But if your parents aren't citizens, you can't be a citizen. America's the only place in the world that does this. Yeah, it's because it's because of like that thing basically I was like talking about earlier. Anyway, regardless, it's clearly an exploit and it's stupid. It doesn't make any sense. Like how does that make sense that a person can come to America on vacation, have a kid, and then their kid is a citizen? It makes no sense. That's so fucking annoying, dude.